Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I have exciting news. I am doing a 4x Blizzcon virtual ticket giveaway for you guys, courtesy of Blizzard Entertainment. So thank you to Blizzard for sending me the tickets to send to you guys. If you guys want to join, the link will be down below. Follow me on Twitter, it'll be on Twitter. So yeah, good luck, have fun for everyone that wants that BlizzCon virtual ticket. You can follow along with BlizzCon and you get virtual prizes, virtual goodies as well. But here I'm actually doing a Shadow Priest RBG. So I haven't done an RBG in a while. I was very excited when ABN asked me to play yesterday, and yeah, we're playing with Team ABN. We are about 2,500 MMR, one of the highest teams on the ladder, and we're fighting a team around 2,300, I believe that these guys are. Right away, I get focused, and I use Disperse, but we use Cocoon and a bunch of other stuff, defensive cooldowns on me as well. So it's kind of like my fault or my healer's fault. One of our faults. We shouldn't have overlapped so many defensive cooldowns. The reason I dispersed so fast there is because I died instantly in the last team fight, like the game before this or something. I was like, I don't want to die without dispersing. I get very low here anyway, and I run to this darkness. Very important to run in that darkness. Getting the mass dispels off, so the mass dispels are important. Standing in this darkness is important when I'm getting focused, but I do want to get back into the cart when I can. And we have, I think, both of the off carts secured, so if we could get lava as well, it's very, very good for us, obviously, to get all three of the carts. I'm trying to get some spread pressure, but once again, guys, I have no dispersion. I'm not playing Life Swap, I am playing Siphene instead. We get that nice Siphene out, getting a lot of damage out. Actually, a huge channel in the Foxy Love, and that's probably a big reason why he actually goes down right here. So Siphene, guys, is a very, very, very important talent pick for any map as a Shadow Priest. I think it's just more valuable than Life Swap. Right here, I'm running back into the cart. Looks like we're getting some momentum on these kills, getting very, very low in health as well. But the enemy team is rotting super hard as well. So I don't know. We need to focus a little bit more on shutting down these Shadow Priests because our team is getting rotted super, super hard. And I need to Mass Dispel a little bit more. I currently don't have enough mana to Mass Dispel, but if we can get more Mass Dispels out and get, shut down the Shadow Priest a little bit harder, we're not going to rot as much as a team. We end up getting this bottom card. It looks like we're going to get top as well, and we already got middle. So we got all three cards here as this game starts off, which is awesome. This game is going wonderfully so far, but we are kind of wiping here since a lot of these Shadow Priest dots are kind of taking their toll on our team. All of us are kind of rotting, and we really just need to Mass Dispel more. Me and this other priest need to Mass Dispel more, and we need to shut down these VTs because they are just spamming out damage like there's no tomorrow. And here I actually die. There's the damage breakdown quickly from the first team fight, and we want to res and try to go for another cart. It kind of sucks that I'm on a little bit of a split here. Once you kind of get split on this map, it's pretty brutal, right? Because then my team is fighting without me, and then, see me and the Ellie Shaman are dead right here. A couple of us are dead, and then as soon as we res, my partners are dead. That's what being on a split means, right? So it's pretty brutal that we are on a split. We do get the res off, and I think we're going to rush middle now, because middle is going to be the next card to cap, or it's going to be pretty close between middle and lava, but I think we just called out to go middle here. I don't know if we're going to have enough people to go for. Like, right about here, I'm like, it doesn't look like we're going to get it. And now they have control of all three carts. So, like, they haven't captured a cart yet. We're in the lead by quite a bit, 555 to 91. But they have control of all three because we are on such a nasty split. So that's kind of the problem here. And that's kind of what we want to avoid, is constantly being split. And once again, we are being split, right? It doesn't look like we're going to get this cart. There's way too many Alliance players here. We're of course Horde, and it looks like we're all just going to die. Release Spirit as quick as I can. Another 25-second res. Lava, though, we do actually manage to get last second. So we lose middle, we get lava. Top is still Alliance side right now, but that's totally fine. You don't have to get every cart. If if we got the first three, and then for the second three, we kind of split them. Totally fine. Looks like we do control top now as well, so that we're actually doing completely fine. Losing that middle cart was okay because they committed so many of their players to guarantee that middle cart, which means we could probably get top and lava shortly thereafter because they sent so many team members committed to middle. But now I'm just spreading these vampiric touches, kind of trying to spread as much damage as possible, and that's really my role as a Shadow Priest right now in RBGs. A lot of people are ask me, are Shadow Priests tier 1 in RBGs? I would say they are, but maybe like the bottom of tier 1 or top of tier 2, depending on how you're rating them. So good RBG classes right now are like rogues, so assassin or sub, frosty case, demon hunters, and marksmanship hunters, warriors, Ferals, Reds, a lot of these melee classes are doing very, very well. Ellie Shamans are definitely pretty good on some maps, but in the past we've seen a metagame of like Shadow Priests, Affliction Warlocks, Boomkins, you know, and we don't see as many of these classes anymore right now at all. As you can see from the enemy team's composition and our composition, we're not really seeing as much of that. But here at Lava, we're kind of getting wiped, and once again, they have all three, and I don't know why this is really happening. We are on just kind of a bad split. We have 3 people dead. Getting some of these massive spells out, getting some of this damage out. This priest is getting very low, but he does use Ray of Hope to keep himself alive there for a second. And if we just stay in this card, it looks like we might get it. It's Alliance right now. We're Horde. It's Alliance. It's ticking over. It's neutral right here, and it goes over, but I think it actually caps neutral there because we got knocked out by their Holy Priest. So phenomenal knockback by I Am Lord from Frostmourne, and pretty much that knockback saved them from losing that card. So that card capped neutral, I believe, but I think they got 1 or 2 of the other cards there, as well as getting a neutral bottom card. So this is where they kind of catch up into the game. It's 567 now to 739. We had a great opener, but these last couple of cards have been pretty really do need to focus against 2 Shadow Priests on my Mass Dispels, keeping that Mass Dispel equivalence. Like right here, I could probably get a nice Mass Dispel. And the thing about Mass Dispel is, even if you get kicked, it's a good thing because then you can free cast more VTs. If you get kicked in your VT, you can free cast that Mass Dispel. Either way, it's pretty good. I do go down there, no dispersion available. And this is that split I'm talking about. I think I run here to try to res, but I think since I've already died, there's no way I'm gonna... There's the damage breakdown, by the way. The Assassin Rogue's topping. I'm coming in first place for our team. Try to res, but 17 seconds, so I just come back here to the graveyard. And once again, this split is really ruining us. We need to just stay as type of like a death ball, to kind of stick together, wipe their team, and then have a couple people playing off cards. But I think what we're doing here is we're kind of playing too many people off cards, so they're dying, and then we're losing the team fight anyway. So these last couple of cards have been pretty brutal. Do res though, run to middle. Looks like middle's gonna be okay for now. And if we can just get, we have 5 people dead right now, so we can just get these people resed up and kind of group back up, we're gonna be completely okay. But if it goes the other way, where you know, by the time those 5 people res, 5 more people are dead, then we're gonna continue on this split that's been making this game so difficult in the first place. Here's the Assassination Rogue from the enemy team. His name is Key. He's doing a ton of damage, pretty much just fanonizing, spreading those poisons and those bleeds to pretty much all members of our team. But here we're trying to secure middle. It looks like we're gonna have it. We have so many players middle. I'm trying to just stand in place, dot up as many players as I can, get out as much Vampiric Touch and Shadow Word Pain damage as possible, get that silence and the Mind Bomb there. Foxy Love does go down. Getting a kill onto that Mistweaver Monk is very, very important here in the game. And then we get another kill because of that kill, and at this point they're running away. So we've secured middle, don't have to stay there any longer, no reason to just sit there. We're either going to run to top or to Lava now, and I think Lava is probably a better card option because top is capping pretty shortly here. I probably wouldn't even be able to make it. So it looks like I am going to run to Lava. I see that constantly pressing M, guys, checking my map, checking, you know, which node should we be at, you know, which cart should we be running towards. Because if you aren't very aware and you're kind of just wandering on this map, it's very easy to just go to the wrong cart or go to a cart too late. But you kind of have to assess, you know, is it too late to go to this cart? Can I make it to this cart? Should I leave this cart because there's no risk of losing it? All those type of assessments are what you constantly have to do on a map like Silver Shard Mines. It's not an easy map where it's like, oh, you team fight for 10 minutes, whoever wins the team fight wins. It's constantly floating where you're needed. As a Shadow Priest though, like the way to think about this map is there's a main team fight and then there's off cards, right? So your team fight or off cards. As a Shadow Priest, you're generally going to be team fight, so it's a little bit easier as a Shadow Priest. You're kind of just in that death ball, constantly trying to spread damage, constantly getting those massive spells out. But if you're like a Demon Hunter on this map, a class with more mobility, a Sub Rogue, a Demon Hunter, Assassin Rogue, Feral Druid, Windwalker Monk, something like that, you're going to be floating to those off cards. You're going to be essentially dueling people or 1v1ing people for those off cards, and that's going to be how you're securing the victory. And in those cases, guys, it's really just an assessment, like where should I be at this given time? Can I leave this because there's nobody here? Check your battleground targets or your Zenti targets add-on, see where everyone is on the map. You can ghost the cards once you know that they're safe, stuff like that. So there's a lot of different things that come into play here. We're at 1312 resources. They're at 1020, right? So this next cart-ish wins. You get 150 for the cart cap. So if we get one more card, we'll win from residual residual resources from the carts. So lava carts, very important here. If we can get lava, we can pretty much win, assuming we're going to lose top and middle, but I don't know if that's even the case. We might actually be able to get top or middle. Haven't opened my map in a while. It looks like they might actually secure middle. If they do, thumbs up. If they don't, it looks like we're going to get lava anyway. So we're in a pretty good spot here. Kind of not really all-inning to one cart at the moment, but they do turn lava upwards, so that is a little unfortunate for us, because we would have, we wiped them here, we would have just capped in one pretty much, but now since they turn it upwards, it's going to take a while to cap, but we still have the chance to maybe secure middle or middle or top still. Here's the damage breakdown. I'm just pausing it real quick. So the key that Assassination Rogue is doing a great job of spreading that pressure, getting a ton of damage out. Here on Shadow Priest coming in spot number 2, we have an Ellie Shaman, and then a lot of our DPS are a little bit lower. Reason being, guys, is they're not just padding the meters. Like I'm doing a lot of team fight damage. A lot of our DPS are floating to the off cards, which doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be doing the most damage, but their role in the game is floating, right? Floating to off cards, just sitting in those cards, making sure they secure those cards, and if they are doing damage, it's more of like a 1v1 damage situation. Obviously, you're going to do a lot less damage if you're only against one person or maybe 2 people instead of cleaving down in a team fight. So that's why the Assassination Rogue's damage is really high, or my damage is higher, our Ellie Shaman's damage is high, because we're playing team fight, so off-cart damage dealers are going to be much lower. And if you guys are playing off-cart, I wouldn't worry about low damage on this map at all, right? It's an objective-based map, and that doesn't really matter. Here is the damage breakdown at the end of the game once again. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this rated Battleground breakdown, and if you did, let me know down below in the comments, because if you did like it, I can upload more rated Battleground content in the future. Guys, once again, just as a reminder, I'm doing the virtual Blizzcon ticket giveaway, so you can follow along at Blizzcon and win your virtual goodies. Make sure to follow along on my Twitter for that giveaway. All you have to do is follow on my Twitter and retweet the comment to win. So make sure to do that, guys. Thumbs video up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Talk to me below in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.